Hey guys, we're live. Welcome back to another live episode. I hope you're all doing really well. My name's Chris. I'm from Eurovoxx, of course, and I'm so happy to be joined tonight by the amazing Twan. Twan, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So tonight we are talking things all Eesti Laul because tonight was the first and only semi-final taking place. And there were 15 participants, all in all, participating, all battling it out for their place in the grand final, which will be taking place on Saturday, the 17th of February. So there were 5 automatic qualifiers that are already in the grand final, and they're going to be joined by the qualifiers that have made it tonight. So we've just heard the 5 that have qualified. It was such an exciting show. But yeah, here are the 5 qualifiers. So in the 50-50 jury televote, which was revealed first, we've got Ewert and the 2 dragons. We've got Ollie, and we've got Puuluup and 5 nendest. And then we had a little bit of a break. And then we've got the final 2, which were decided by 100% televote. And this is Põder and Anet Vaikmaa. So there we have it. Those are our 5 qualifiers who have made it to the grand final. And we've also got our automatic qualifiers, who are...
I have them here. I can pull them up.
Oh, yeah, go for it, Twan.
The first one is Nederland's Vaikse with Kert and Bria. Then the second one is Over the Moon by Daniel Levy. Then there is Udo Sepp and Sarah Murray with Still Love. Carlos Ucareda with Never Growing Up. And last but not least, Brother Apollo with Bad Boy.
Amazing. Before we dive into tonight's discussion, guys, we have our live chat, so please get involved. We'll be reading out your questions, and of course, let us know what you thought of tonight's show and our 5 qualifiers for the final. So let's just kick it off. Twan, what did you think of tonight's show? I thought it was amazing. Considering it was staged in a sports hall, I thought it was up there with some of the Eurovision stages that we've seen, to be honest.
I thought it was a magnificent show. It was what's the word? I've been studying all day. I cannot think of words anymore.
That's okay.
It was an upgrade. Okay. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. Upgrade from last year's semi-final, which was held in like a really small, like 500 people stadium. That was really small. It was sufficient, but it was not great. This one was magnificent in my opinion. I loved the stage. I loved what they did with the stage. They made really good use of the technique that they had in a sports hall of the Tartu University. And it was all centered around Tartu being the European capital of culture this year. So that's also really cool, I think.
Absolutely. And I love that it was so easy just to watch a live link as well online. Thought the stage looked absolutely stunning. Like I say, I think it could have competed with some of the Eurovision stages. I thought it was absolutely stunning. We already have some people in the live chat, so we're going to say hello. We have Mr. System 96. Hello, welcome. We have Little John UK. I thought the strange films were mesmerizing, though didn't understand a word of it. I was with you there, Little John. Didn't really understand what it meant, but I absolutely loved graphics and I thought it was great. I love to follow along.
That's just Eesti Laul for you. That's just classic Eesti Laul. These were about the discovery of Tartu because it was about the Tartu being the capital of Europe, being the cultural capital of Europe. So they've made like a whole sketch on that. Yeah.
I love that. I think tonight's show was like just such a great insight of what the final's going to be like as well, which of course, Twan, you're going to be at, aren't you?
I will. I hope. Yeah, I will. I've got tickets already. I've got Golden Circle tickets. So I'm really excited for that. Yes, I am.
Amazing.
I went
and also seeing some of those live performances as well. You're going to see them live as well. Yeah.
Yes, I'm really excited.
Oh, I'm so excited for you. We also have back into the chat. We have a Bubble Pirate. What is your favorite? What is your favorite of Finland? UMK. Okay, so that's interesting. We are just talking Estonia tonight, but we can dabble in that as well. Why not? I'm loving Sarah with her song. Is it Pastana? Yeah, that's the one. I think that's the one that's standing out to me at the moment. How about you, Twan?
Yeah, same for me. I think Sarah with Pascana, and also Sinu Sabotage with I think the song's called Tuarimua. That's also a really good song. I mean, Eesti Laul and UMK aren't that different. We had Laura participate in this Eesti Laul, and she participated in UMK 2021. So
I didn't know that. That's super interesting.
Yeah,
randomly. I love that. What did you think of tonight's show all in all? I thought it was just staged so well. And I thought, I don't know, I just thought that considering it was 15 acts, it went by so fast. And I thought that the staging and just the whole running of the show was done so well.
Yeah, the only thing that I didn't like about it was the fact that there were only 5 qualifiers because I wanted so many more to qualify. But
yes,
we'll get on that.
We will indeed. So, yeah, just going through all of our participants tonight in case any of you guys missed it. So we had Ollie with My Friend. We had Sofia, Rubina, Be Good. We had Ewert and the Two Dragons, Hold Me Now. We had Multicast, Ewert, Sundja with Oblivion. We had Anet, Vaikmaa with Serotoniin. We had 5 Minutes and Puuluup. And I'm not going to pronounce the name of the song because I can't.
It's about drugs. Just say drugs.
We'll go with that. And we had Yonna. I don't know about you. We had Silva, Jusilo, Lately. Inga, No Dog on a Leash. Peter, Põder, Korra, Veel. We had Antsud, Vetevaim. We had Cecilia with FOMO, Traffic, Wunderbar, Ingmar with Dreaming, and last but not least, we had Laura, Here's Where I Draw the Line. So just going on that last song as well with Laura, why don't we just pay a bit of attention to her? Because obviously she's no stranger to the Eurovision stage. She's no stranger to the Eesti Laul stage. And as you said, was it UMK?
Yeah, UMK.
Yeah. So, of course, she represented Estonia back in 2017 with Lost in Verona, such a banger. And yeah, she was back tonight with her song, Here's Where I Draw the Line. I thought it was a really good performance. It was one of the ones with the staging that stood out more. I thought she owned the stage. I thought she looked amazing. But yeah, it didn't qualify tonight, which is really sad. What did you think, Twan?
I think that Laura's just a really seasoned, she's like a performer. She knows how to perform, and she's just there for the fun because she likes doing it and for the publicity. And I personally loved it. I really like the song. I've been listening to it quite a lot lately, and I'm quite sad that she didn't qualify. But given that there were 15 acts, it's understandable that she didn't qualify.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's amazing that she was there and that she still competes. And yeah, she's always a great performer and she has the most amazing voice. So it was just great to see her there tonight. Maybe she'll be back next year.
Loved her dress as well, by the way. Really good dress.
Absolutely. Completely agree. So just going into our live chat now. Again, lots of you getting involved. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Okay, so Vincent F, he said, thank goodness for the televote. Peter and Anet made it through. Yeah, we're seeing some of your favorites now, guys. Please let us know who else you love tonight. We want you to get involved. And we've got Bubble Pirate. Do you hear the Austrian entry? Colleen, We Will Rave. No, I haven't heard this yet. I didn't even know the song had been released. But
it has not. It has not been released, but there have been some certain leaks of the
there have been a few, haven't there?
Yeah.
But no, it's amazing that she is representing Austria this year. I saw that she was one of the rehearsals for Fuego back in 2018, rehearsals, and she slayed there. So I'm really excited to see what she's got for this year's contest for sure. Who else is in the chat? Okay. We've got Pumpkin Rick, Cartoon, and Cecilia were robbed. Yeah. I have to agree with that. Yeah, I have to agree. So me and Tom were speaking before. One of my favorites was definitely Cecilia. I love that kind of music anyway, but I thought that her performance really slayed tonight. I really loved the way that she was connected with the camera. I love the stage concept, and I thought she sounded really good on stage. I also think it could have done well at Eurovision as well. But yeah, what do you think, Swan? What do you think was missing? Maybe why it didn't get through?
I think so too. And I mean, there's always the debate, if it were like 50-50 qualifiers, all 5 of them, which ones would have gone through? And I think this might have been one of them. If all the 5 qualifiers were 50-50, she might have been one qualifier. I personally loved it. I thought the staging was great. Her vocals were great. At certain points, the sound wasn't great though, but I mean, it's understandable because it was in a university sport hall. I don't blame them for that. That will be fixed during the final, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm actually sad that she didn't qualify.
Yeah, of course. Sorry to interrupt you there. Where's the final taking place? Is that in Tallinn?
Yeah, it's in Tallinn. It's in the same venue as last year. It's in the Tondiraba Ice Hall.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm sure the sound will be on point there. But yeah, obviously some disappointments tonight. I think a lot of the lineup were really talented. And as we're finding with these national finals, people are really stepping up their game. Eurovision is getting so much bigger and the talent is getting better and better. So the sad part of that, there's more disappointments. We're going to see a lot of our favourites who aren't going to make it. But yeah, I think it was an amazing show tonight, and well done to the ones that made it, of course. Okay, we're just going to dive straight into the super chat because thank you once again, guys, for getting involved. Okay, we've got DJ Paro / D Official, Sarah O'Halloran, Ravens Veronica is here. I've heard, but I have not listened. So
I've listened.
Listen to it. You have. What are you thinking? What your first?
I just put it straight on top of my top. That's FOMO say.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, yeah. Amazing. I found the time to listen to it while watching Eesti Laul, so yeah.
Oh, I love that. I'm going to react to it straight after this, and I can't wait to listen to it. Okay, who else have we got in the chat? Okay, we've got Bubble Pirate again. Joker out are better.
Everyone's got their own tastes.
They have indeed, and I thought Joker out were brilliant last year. But yeah, Raven's a super seasoned performer as well, isn't she? So I'm sure she can own that stage just as much as Joker out did last year in Liverpool. Okay, what else have we got? We've got Little John UK. Are you for Team Ollie or Team 5 Minust? Yeah, let's discuss these two. Thank you, Little John UK. Because 2 very different entries. But definitely 2 of the more popular ones, I think, were tonight amongst the fandom and clearly with the juries as well, because that's how they qualified. So let's go on to Ollie first. I didn't tune into Eesti Laul last year. I didn't tune into many national finals last year, but I heard that Ollie was amongst the lineup last year. Is that correct?
He was. He was in the super final, indeed. Yes.
First of all, how do you think of what do you think of Ollie's performance tonight and compared to last year's entry?
I don't think there's like a big difference between the 2 entries. I think they're quite similar of style. The performances were quite similar. It's not for me. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but that's just because I'm not the biggest fan of such rock music. I can appreciate that he's great at it, but it's personally not for me. So I'm definitely Team 5 Minust.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Rock isn't necessarily my favorite genre, but I definitely love it in Eurovision. And the way that they develop it for the Eurovision stage, I think it's really clever. So, and of course, we've had the likes of Lordi, Måneskin who've taken the trophy. So maybe Ollie can do the same. We'll just have to see. And yeah, of course, 5 Minust, a very different kind of entry. But I hear that they've got like a lot of fandom and they've been around for a long time as well.
Yes.
They opened the show as well tonight. One of the things I took from this is I love the dance moves. I just thought it was crazy and I thought it was so Eurovision. And immediately I could see it on the Eurovision stage, and especially from a UK perspective, people really gravitating towards that and just like loving it as much as some other crazy entries that we get in Eurovision.
Even though it's very different. Even though it's very different from like last year's Finland's entry, Cha Cha Cha, it does have the same vibe, and as well as like Konstrakta's. I'm completely lost for words. Serbia 2022. It has that Incorporesano. It has that same vibe, and it has that same
quirkiness. Yeah,
and I think that could do very well at Eurovision.
For sure, I completely agree. I think it's also interesting, and again tonight, the diversity of talent that Estonia has. Again, hats off to the Estonian broadcaster, ERR, for selecting, because I'm sure they had so many entries to pick from, so many songs.
200 something.
Go on.
200 something entries.
Wow,
I think 217 or something.
Amazing.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. So they did super well with that. And I thought that, tonight showcased such an amazing variety of genres in Estonia. But yeah, I'm not sure which one I prefer right now. I think based on tonight's performances, I think 5 Minutes grabbed my attention a bit more. And again, when I watch these performances, I just think of the schedule that Eurovision demands. The amount of rehearsals they have, the semi-finals, the jury finals, the family shows, and then the grand final. And just listening to the voices, I just feel like 5 Minutes would just be able to hold that same energy all the way to the grand final. But we'll just have to see. We'll have to see what happens.
One thing I do want to say about 5 Minutes, though, is that I thought that the beginning of the performance was really, really chaotic. Mm-hmm. I think they need to perfect that a bit for the final, but they've got time, so I'm sure that will be fine.
Absolutely, yeah. The final is going to be on the 17th of Feb, so yeah, they've got a good couple of weeks now just to fine-tune things, and yeah, get ready for that grand final. Let's have a look at our live chat again. We've got Vincent F, Team 5 here. Hey, Vincent, thanks for joining along. We've got Sandro GG. Hey, Sandro. We've got Anet for the win. Cecilia robbed. I completely agree. I'm super, super sad to not see Cecilia in that grand final, but I'll still be listening to her tune in the car every day. And we got Bubble Pirate again. He says, Lumix and Pia Maria won 2 awards in Austria for Halo. Best song and best electronic dance. That's really interesting to know. And of course, they were representing Austria back in 2022, but they didn't advance past the semi-final. So it just shows that acts that are in the semi-finals who don't necessarily get to the finals can still do amazing things. Okay, so back to Eesti Laul again. So out of our 5 qualifiers, they, of course, need to go up against our 5 automatic qualifiers. In the grand final, there'll be 10 acts altogether. So just going through our 5 automatic qualifiers: Brother Apollo, Daniel Levi, Nela Leash Vaiksu, Carlos Ucareda, Udo Sepp, and Sarah Marie. So, Tuan, based on tonight's results and the 5 automatic qualifiers, do you think... Listening to the recap of the automatic qualifiers, I was pretty blown away. They all sounded amazing. Some incredible ballads in there. But which of tonight's performances do you think can kind of like battle with them for the trophy, if that makes sense, if any?
Yeah. I am actually very, very certain on that's going to win Eesti Laul, as certain as I was with Alika last year. And I think that 5 Minutes and Puuluup is going to win. I have a reasoning for this.
Go for it.
They are incredibly popular. I was in Tallinn during New Year's last year, and there was this concert, and one of the acts was 5 Minutes and Puuluup. Well, not Puuluup, but 5 Minutes. And a lot of people that were at the concert came there just for 5 Minutes. So they are extremely popular. Mm-hmm. So I think that if they are in the super final, so they first have to get to the super final. But I think they'll be able to do that. They are certainly winning. Also, given that they were not among the jury favorites, and they qualified with the jury and televote combined, I think that shows that they were in the top of the televote tonight. So I think that 5 Minutes and Puuluup is going to win this year. Yeah,
I would love to see that. Is it the same in the grand final is the super final straight after the grand final? How does it work?
Yeah, it's the same day, but it's a really weird system. I don't like it. But that's a whole different thing to get into.
So when is the super final? Is that so? We've got the grand final on the 17th of Feb.
It's on the same day. It's like
okay, that makes sense. Right. Okay, I see. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I suppose it builds up the excitement a little bit, but yeah, it's definitely something unique.
Yeah, I mean, the voting system works like there's international jury, and they vote with like 1 to 12, like Eurovision system. Then that ranking is converted into 1 to 12 points. So the one that won the jury gets 12 points. The one after that gets 10, etc.
Yeah.
Then the televote works the same. So you can like win the televote, but be like low in the jury, and then still it doesn't make sense.
I mean, yeah. Hey, maybe they'll change
whole other debate to go into.
Exactly, no problem at all. We're just diving into our live chat again. We've got Bubble Pirate. Thank you for your input, Bubble Pirate. Some great comments here. So Chris, what's your favorite UK entry of all? And Twan, what's your favorite Netherlands entry of all time? Great question. Got to think about that.
That's a question if you ask one.
I think mine is split between My Time with Jade Ewan back in 2009.
Love it.
Yeah. That was like, well, we thought it was going to be the turn of the UK, but we had some worse. And yeah, again, Blue I Can back in 2011 as well. I thought they killed it. I love that was another great result for us. Yeah, but hopefully we'll have an even better result this year. We'll have to see. How about you, Twan? Tell us.
I genuinely don't know the Dutch one, but I can say the Estonian one because that one's more outspoken, which is 2012. Kula or Lapland. That's my all-time favorite of Eurovision, of everything. I love it so much. It means so much. Everything in it is amazing. So yeah, that's my favorite.
I love it when, like, I don't know, we get our Eurovision songs coming thick and fast, but like I love it when like you actually have time to delve more into like the lyrics of each song, and when you find the songs that actually like connect with you and you relate to. It's great, and I love like again to those songs long after the contest as well, as I'm sure you do as well.
Yeah,
love it. Okay, yeah, guys, once again, thank you so much for your comments. Please let us know who your favourites were tonight. Are you happy with tonight's qualifiers? Is there anyone else that you would like to win in the super final? Yeah, just touching on the Netherlands there. I think some of my favourites Netherlands entries were. I loved Estine back in 2022.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I thought that was a moment, and I was actually surprised it didn't do better that year. Yeah, I think that's it for now. But yeah,
I also love 2013 actually for the Netherlands, but
yes,
that's also a good one.
Yeah, absolutely, staged beautifully. And of course, we're back in Malmö again this year. So happy that we're back there, and it's going to be so exciting. The fact that it's going to be shared between Copenhagen and Malmö as well. I mean, because that's where most of the affordable accommodation is in Copenhagen. But yeah, the fact that it's connected so well by the Øresund Bridge, and all the fans are going to be back into to all the parties and the shows. It's going to be a super exciting time. And yeah, really excited to see who's going to be representing Estonia. Of course, last year in Liverpool, we had Alika with her song Bridges, which was stunning in my opinion. So happy how well she did. Kind of because it was a bit of a sleeper hit on the way to the contest. I feel like a lot of people didn't really jump on it or think it was going to do as well as it did. So when it got a top 10 place in, oh my word, I was like, yes, go Alika.
I don't remember if you were in Eurovoxx by that time. I don't think you were you?
No, I wasn't.
No, because I was one of the top Alika supporters, and I was like, she is winning the jury. She came second or third with the jury. And I remember talking to Polly, who's also in Eurovoxx, like when the Eesti Laul artists were revealed, we were like, oh yeah, she's winning. Oh yeah, she's going to Eurovision. And then I'm so glad that it ended up happening and that she did amazing. That song is magnificent. It's amazing.
Yeah, 100%. Also, I think her Eesti Laul performance last year was incredible, but she just stepped it up a notch for the Eurovision stage. Every little detail, that self-playing piano. And again, she was one of the performers last year that just didn't sound tired at all at the grand final.
Yeah.
She absolutely killed it. She's got the most incredible voice. But yeah, going into our live chat again, we've got some comments again. Who we got? So we got Lee Fern 42. Good evening, all. Hey Lee, thanks for coming along and joining. Okay, so you're sharing some of your favorites in the Netherlands. Netherlands 1996 is up there for me. Sadly, I wasn't born then, but I would love to be around. We've got ESC Manga. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming along. Yeah, thank you guys. It's great to be with you all. Hope you're all having a good Saturday night. And yeah, if you didn't catch tonight's SD Laul, it's all still to come. We've got our grand final on the 17th of Feb, followed by, that I've just learned, our super final. So make sure you don't miss it. Like I said, there's going to be 10 participants all participating, all battling out for their place to represent Estonia this May in Malmö. So yeah, so there we have it. Oh, we got some new comments. Double Pirate. Are the Caribbean a part of Eurovision or just sponsors? This is a very, very good topic to delve into. So, yeah, a couple of weeks back now, Eurovision have been teasing a lot of things on Instagram lately, especially this year. It's just had the whole fandom in knots, just being like even the top kind of dedicated Eurovision fans are like, what's going on?
No context whatsoever.
Exactly. But yeah, they released like a little video on Instagram of saying the Caribbean is coming to Eurovision, and it was like everyone was sort of in a spiral of like, hang on, what, who, what, where? But then shortly after that, we soon learned that it is Royal Caribbean Cruises who will be sponsoring the Eurovision Song Contest. So we're not having any Caribbean countries yet, but hey, that could change in the future. There's some other European countries I would love to see back in the contest first. Okay. All right, guys. So, Twan, what are you most looking forward to at the grand final? And which artist are you most looking forward to seeing?
Honestly, my personal favorite is Kat in Bria by Nederland Excited. I'm just a massive fan of ballads, and this ballad is like a Disney ballad, and it's in Estonian, so that's a formula that is certainly going to work for me. And her voice is amazing, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm also just looking forward to Vies Minust and Puuluup, pulling a party and just having fun. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll have to see. Do you think that the running order of the grand final is going to have any effect on the votes? Like you say, Five Minutes and Puuluup went first tonight. So do you think that their place could have an impact, or do you not think it'll matter at this stage?
Don't really think so, especially given that the final winner is decided with the super final. And that's only 3 acts. At least it's always 3 acts. I don't know, the whole team changed this year and the whole format changed, but it's supposed to be 3 acts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think it matters actually, no.
It's going to be interesting. Like I say, I'll definitely be tuning in. We've got all of our national finals kicking off now, so it's super exciting. It's going to be getting crazy in the next few weeks, guys, so make sure you still follow along. We're going to be covering all of the national finals in the lead up to Malmö 2024. Super exciting times, and like I say, we've even got some songs coming up now, like a Slovenia. So yeah, it's getting super exciting. But yeah, we are going to wrap it up there. But thank you so much, guys, for coming along and joining us. Of course, like I just say, we're going to be covering all the national finals, so make sure you stay tuned. As always, make sure you, if you like this video and enjoyed it, make sure you give us a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and look out, because we're going to be covering all of the national finals all up to Malmö 2024. I've been Chris, and it's been lovely to host tonight. Twan, thank you so much for coming along. And yeah, we'll really look forward to seeing you all next time. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.